Looking for deer corn? You're in the right place. Welcome to Deerman!
Howdy out there in podcast land. Thank you so much for coming to Deerman over and over and over again. This is chapter 3. Hard to believe. We've come this short away, but it's going on strong, and thanks for coming in. You can support Deerman by going to my Patreon, patreon.com/Hilbert, and for as little as $1 a month. If you've got the dough, just put a little dollar in. No big deal. $2, $3 get you a little more stuff. You can also click on our Amazon link and buy whatever you want. But without further ado, Chapter 3 of Deerman. Chapter 3, Doe Eyes. I admit, it fucked me up to see Earl at my old lady's house. It's pretty fucking obvious, ain't it? I mean, I nearly turned his dick into a pussy with these hooves, and I definitely scraped up his car or something awful. But maybe it wasn't Earl. Maybe I'd been out for too long. What was I to expect? Brenda wasn't just going to dry up on account of my absence. But I did always have my suspicions about her wandering eyes toward Earl. Something in me was begging to get scratched, and I was pretty damn sure it wasn't all the ticks. I circled back around towards my old house to check on Brenda. The heat had died by then. I was sure of it. I went to the bedroom window and looked inside. She was in there at the edge of the bed, sobbing as she clutched an old wedding photo of ours. I had a pretty good mustache back then. I always thought my kids would think I looked cool. Too late for that shit now. "Oh, Brenda," I said with the hoof to the window. "I'm so sorry." Fog formed on the window. I wanted to draw a heart with our initials, but I just scratched the window or break it. She saw me, she wouldn't want to love me anyways. I'm not even me anymore. I was just a brain trapped in this body. I might be a deer, but I'm still a man, I said. And I have needs just like you. I'm so sorry. I took my hoof off the window and turned away. I headed for the woods. It was time to find a suitable sexual partner for the night to cure my loneliness. One with 4 legs and who was willing to spread them. One thing any man worth his Browser subscription knows is that if you go under sex for too long, the cum on your balls starts backing up into your brain. You can feel it so bad that you get irritable at the tiniest things. Things like not fucking or having fucking hooves for hands, making it impossible to unload on your own. The way I was feeling, I must have been on the operating table quite a while. At least 2 days. Look, I'm not trying to brag that I was having sex all day, every day when I was inhabiting my own body. I'm just saying, I had a toilet bowl that would flush and 2 capable hands. You gotta get the cum out of the brain. The damn bursts every now and again. I followed the bright fluorescent lighting emanating from the gas station signboard. I didn't need gas. I needed condoms. And I'd probably try one of those Extensor blue pills that sit on the counter. I always wondered about them. They were herbal supplements, and the baggie had a photo of a guy looking serene as he butt-fucked some even more serene-looking woman just out of frame. I walked into the store. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Holy goddamn shit, it's a fucking deer walking on his hind legs! Yeah, buddy, I said, but my tongue was much heavier than it was on my old body, and all I could manage were guttural approximations of what I thought I was saying. English was going to take practice to relearn. I just want condoms, a 4-pack of Blue Monster, a French Tickler, and Extends pills. The cashier looked at me like I was some kind of bipedal talking animal. I wasn't talking, though. I was screeching as my tongue flopped around the roof of my mouth, hitting my really fucking sharp teeth, and I was constantly biting my cheeks. I flew into a rage and got on all fours. I rampaged throughout the store. Cheetos, Modelo Especial, plastic guns, and everything was on the floor. The guy was shivering with a shotgun aimed right at me. "Listen here, dear," he said through the shakes. "You ain't taking one more step." I took a few steps and hooked a pack of condoms on my antlers, and I just ate the Extend pills right off the counter. It's hard to gauge how much you're picking up when you're just grabbing blindly as the guy with the shotgun is ready to blow your head off. But I reckon it was about 6 pairs, bagging and all. I'd be shitting butt-fucking serenity, or I'd have a bowel obstruction. Just because I'm a deer doesn't mean I know how my fucking body digests plastic, bitch. The cashier was a pussy anyhow. Couldn't pull the trigger. He must have seen the need in my eyes. He must have felt my pain. He must have known the longing of being inside a body that wasn't yours, as you desperately tried to figure out how to stave off the twin demons of loneliness and erection. And the only thing standing between them is a set of hooves that can't grip. I galloped away on all fours. Walking on all fours is awkward enough, but the hardening of my twin demons made my hips sway wildly from side to side. I didn't have a belt or an elastic band to tuck myself into and stabilize my center of gravity. I was a deer now, and I'd need to learn to walk like a deer man. Just off the side of the road was the woods. As a human, I'd never ventured too far into them on foot. Almost immediately, I stepped in diaper. Hooves are sharper than most sneakers, so my hoof tore through the barrier and covered my hoof in wet baby shit. I couldn't shake it off either. Hopefully this wouldn't impede my efforts at fucking. I ventured a little further, the stench of digested baby diet growing as I trotted. There was a man underneath a tree, totally naked and licking himself. "Meow," he kept saying, as well as, "Purr." I got closer to examine what kind of weirdo would lounge with one leg at a perfect 90-degree angle as he tried unsuccessfully to lick his own balls. "Meow," he said again mid-lick as he turned to face me. He looked scared. That's when I noticed he had a GoPro camera taped to his head. "Meow." It was a man-cat. Totally useless, completely stupid. A man's stupid body with its dangly thing and an oversensitive pouch just outside of a normal human's tongue length. Then the cat brain. Absolutely idiotic. Just as a man who gave me Second Life said. I could see that now. I could see he may have been crazy, but he wasn't stupid. The man-cat got on all fours, his ample back hair standing straight up in defiance of gravity as he scurried away. "Meow!" Dr. Bolognan wasn't as unsuccessful as my reanimator would have me believe. My fuck tank was starting to run on fumes, unholy erection or not. My nose started sniffing. I couldn't even control it. It picked up the scent of something awful, like damp underwear after a long workout in the creek. I followed the scent right until I saw her. She was a white-tailed deer, and she was making doe eyes at me, the same way human ladies do. I went up to her. "Don't be shy, sailor," is the approximate translation of what she said to me. "You're not even my first today." Rock on, I thought. I stood up on my hind legs and nudged her on her back. I proceeded to do it the only way I knew how, missionary. Deer parts don't line up the same way human parts do, and it was a pain struggle, but we both seemed to enjoy the 2 minutes of it. I was able to get up. "Hey," she screamed. "Hey, I can't get up. I'm stuck." "Ah, fuck," I said. "I forgot to wear a condom." "What the fuck are you talking about, you two-legged freak? Get me up!" I pranced around like an idiot, trying to figure some way to get her up. Brenda was never so satisfied she couldn't get up. Maybe this deer body was doing good things for me. I tried angling my antlers underneath her to give her a good scoop up, but every time I pushed too hard, she screamed and called me something mean. "What are you, fucking blue tongue? Help me!" "You know," I said, "if you're going to act like this, I might as well leave. I've had a hell of a week, and I don't need this kind of abuse. I feel used." "You sound like a fucking retard. Get me up." I threw my hooves up. Just as I was about to give up, we were surrounded by naked man-cats meowing and purring. They were licking themselves furiously, but they encircled us and edged closer. "Now," a voice from a tinny speaker yelled. "Kitty, kitty! Nudge the nice doe back on her legs! Kitty, 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 kitty!" The man-cats all had GoPro cameras strapped to their heads. They were spastic and nervous, but sure enough, about 5 of them headbutted the doe over and over again until she was able to land herself on her 4 hooves. "Meow! Meow!" "That was the weirdest sex I've ever had," the doe said to me. "My name is
Sagarius Pheronoma.
You should know my scent by now. Feel free to follow it any time. Let's get buck wild." She shook her white tail at me as she walked away, looking back once. "Next time, leave your diaper behind. Unless that's what you like." I felt disgusted. Mostly because she had an insane amount of ticks on her, and they all latched onto me. Jesus fucking Christ. "I'm sure you're all wondering what this is all about," the tinny voice said. "I'm Dr. Bolognan, and I'm dying to meet you." Well, it seems the great Dr. Bolognan lives, folks. Let's see where this story goes next time on Deerman. I'm Andrew Hilbert. Thank you so much for listening. You can support Deerman by becoming a patron on patreon.com. $1 gets you the text early, $2 gets you the text and the cover image early, $3 gets you the text and the sound of my sultry voice over the tunes of Grassy Knoll. Thank you so much to Corton Zalaznod for providing the cover image. I told him to please draw a deer man with a condom hanging off of his antler, and he provided a very, very, very strange and weird cover image, which I'm sure you'll enjoy and make it your cell phone background wallpaper. Thanks to the Grassy Knoll for providing the sweet music here behind me. It's perfect. It's wonderful. You can catch up with all things Deerman at deermanbegins.com. You'll also see our Amazon link. Click on it. Try Audible out for a free trial. All of these things give me a little bit of a kickback, and it adds nothing extra to your order. So go ahead and order that Screwdriver. Go ahead and order that Human Trees by Matthew Rivere. Go ahead and order Invasion of the Weirdos by yours truly. It gives me a little sweet kickback to keep doing this Deerman show. I love doing it. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. Another thing you may have noticed is the Deerman In-Betweener is a new in-between series between chapters of Deerman, where I just talk with people I like. The very first In-Betweener episode was with Trey Hudson, founder of Mad Shade Magazine. Go to DeermanBegins.com or subscribe on Stitcher, Podbean, iTunes, Google Play, whatever, and go take a listen to it. I'm interviewing the great Robert Dean next on the In-Betweener. So anyways, thanks for stopping by. We got plenty of deer corn, folks. Halloween's around the corner. We're going to do a special Halloween episode, and it's going to be awesome. And I can't wait to see you next time. Thanks a lot.